I want to challenge you to see OCD as a mindset versus trying to address all the compulsions, all the thought processes, and trying to get better and beat the OCD and all that stuff, which is great. It puts us into a very narrow kind of where we're kind of on the defensive, right? Instead of being on the offensive. So we're trying to like kind of work with it and how to like make our life story about OCD. When maybe what we need to do is shift our mindset to being more expansive and flexible. And that kind of covers wide things, because I don't think with this rigidity, it just affects the OCD, right? There can be ways that we find ourselves being rigid in other ways that you just may have not have uncovered yet. Like, for example, let's say you're trying to fight things to be a certain way at work. We're like, okay, that's great and all, but the system can be bigger than you at times. So like trying to fight and to pigeonhole yourself into one way. So how can you kind of retaliate and be more of the offensive and be more in the driver's seat of your life? And that's kind of more like changing your overall mindset, not so much worrying about the story and how you are on your progress with OCD or the battle between you and your OCD, but shifting your whole mindset completely into being like, I'm just going to be more open-minded, and I'm just going to take risks, and I'm just going to have fun. How can I increase the expansiveness of my world so that I'm not so tunnel visioned on this one outcome or one result? So what maybe you could do is take a piece of paper and pencil and think of the ways that you've kind of been rigid in your life, whether it's relationships or routines, and maybe see how you can introduce some expansive mindset into that. Like, okay, I'm trying to think of an example. Like maybe I don't have to keep hanging out with the same people anymore. Maybe I could expand my friend group, or not say anymore, but like more so like, hey, like maybe I could expand my social group and try meeting new people. Or maybe I don't have to just eat eggs for breakfast every day. Maybe I could find another protein. And the goal is to just kind of get out of the rigidity as a lifestyle choice, and be more expansive and be more open. Because with that expansiveness and openness, that rigidity will kind of fall to the wayside. I'm not saying this to do this to get rid of the, like that's the last thing I'm talking about right now, but more so just looking at things in a mindset way, because it's more holistic, it's more of a complete picture of what's going on. So that we're not penalizing ourselves like, oh, I did a compulsion, shit, this means I'm a XYZ and I'm on this path. Like, just forget all that. And think of how you can introduce some flexibility into your life, some expansiveness, and see how that works for you. So again, look at it more as a mind shift, shift in your mindset, a shift in how you're living. How can you introduce some more expansiveness and flexibility and caring compassion into your life today? Hope this helps.